Welcome back to Studio 10. I'm Michelle Phillips. As a single working mom, the first thing that gets sacrificed when I'm overly busy is me time. And that often affects my health. And in this day and age, we often, as women, don't get a chance to come up for air. So thank goodness Karen Rose is here. She's a motivational speaker, and we're talking about her book, Take Good Care of Yourself. Simple things you can do right now. Karen, welcome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you.
Tell us about what inspired you to write this book.
Well, I think that a lot of times people forget to put themselves on their own priority list, like you were saying. They forget that self-care is the most important thing, because if we don't take care of ourselves first, then we don't have much left to give other people.
Absolutely. I think that at least as women, I mean men as well, but we tend to take care of everyone else and put ourselves in the back burner, and then we wonder why we're stressed, we're tired.
Exactly.
And it's overwhelming. So
Exactly.
you talk about how we give to others so much, but we should give to ourselves more. Elaborate on that a little bit more.
Okay, well, first of all, if you start feeling a little bit off balance, that's a sign. That's the sign that you need to pay attention to. And things that you can do are like just stop and take a deep breath and release it. I mean, you can be stressed out in traffic, and at a traffic light, you can take a second to just take a deep breath and let it go.
And a lot of people don't breathe properly. People always say to me, deep breaths.
Yes.
Deep breaths. And I'm like, over here hyperventilating.
Exactly.
But really, I mean, if you can just breathe in and breathe out the negativity and visualize yourself calming down, which is what I've been told. It's not always easy to do. And I think I loved in your book, you talked about prioritizing and how we tend to just go crazy trying to run errands, get everything done, everything be perfect.
Right.
Talk about that a little bit. I loved how you mentioned that in your book, to really prioritize.
People are running around thinking that they have to do all these different things, but you really need to stop and evaluate. Do you really need to run that errand right now? Or can you combine that with an errand when you're going out later? Because I know for me, if I run up just right up the street, a block up the street to the grocery store, that'll take 30 minutes out of my day.
Right.
And create total chaos if I had a lot of other things to do as well. Whereas a lot of times I probably don't need those things until the next shopping trip or whatever, and to get more things done at home may be more important. So you just have to evaluate what's most important and make those good choices all the time.
Right, because you think we create a lot of chaos.
Absolutely.
For ourselves.
Exactly. Sometimes we do, because like I said, we can just combine a lot of things sometimes. And another thing that I wanted to just share that I think is really important on releasing stress is to just put on some beautiful music or some uplifting music sometimes. If you're running around feeling really all frazzled about stuff, you can just put on some, the jazz station or some classical music or some other types of beautiful music, or even turn the radio on to your favorite station, and it's like the words to the song can just jump out at you and give you the message that you needed at that moment.
Absolutely. Or just get up and dance and just shake it all out, have some fun.
Yeah, change your physiology, and it really changes your state of mind.
Absolutely. And, I think also taking time for yourself means pampering yourself.
Exactly, exactly.
Like you mentioned bubble baths in your book. I mean, there's simple tips that you talk about, but really, do we really take enough time to do that?
Well, that's why I wrote the book, because there's nothing in this book that all of us don't already know. We just get so caught up sometimes that we forget, and we need the reminder. And I've written it in a very simple way that you can just read a few lines. It's just a few lines in each one. There's 41 great tips in the book, and you can do as many or as few as you want, and as they fit into your schedule. It could be as simple as just going and taking a walk in nature for a few minutes and just feeling peaceful. But just taking that time, making you the most important thing on your priority list, so you have so much more to give to other people as well.
Absolutely, because I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to have everything always going so well. So I would love for you to share your story, though, about what motivated you to write this book. You thought that you were eating healthy, sleeping properly, and what happened?
Well, I thought I had a better diet than most people I knew, which I think I probably did. However, I found out that there was a lot of room for improvement. A few years ago, I came down with chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, and it literally knocked me off my feet for about 2 years, and everything that I was used to doing became a little bit more of a challenge. And from a series of things that I talk about in the book, under the nutrition section, I found out that I just needed to change my diet in a lot of ways, which is a whole other topic you can have me back here for.
Right, which is in your book as well.
And naturally found my way to heal myself. And within 2 years, I've fully recovered from an illness that most people never recover from. And I do go out and speak about that. That's my wellness topic called What is Your Body Trying to Tell You? Because we need to listen to that more.
That's right. And you also are working with children as well.
Yes, I speak in schools. I've spoken to about 70 middle and high schools in the last 2 years, and I'm also starting to speak to the elementary kids this year and college kids, expanding my market. And my main topic with them is called Creating Success by Making Good Choices.
Wonderful. Well, I think your book, for me, had a lot of things that you really know, but do we really stop and do it? And it's nice to see that you're sharing this because most of us need to pay attention and not wait until it gets to the point that you got to.
Exactly, yeah. And because I went through that, I need to go out and share that so I can help others not go through that and know that I will never go through that again either.
Right,
because of the things that I've learned.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, and hopefully we'll get you back so we can talk about lots more other things that we can do to keep it all together.
Okay.
And you can pick up Karen's book, Take Good Care of Yourself, Simple Things You Can Do, right now at her website, KarenLRose.com, and also through Amazon.com. And for more information on Karen, her book, and her motivational speaking, log on to our website at studio10.tv. We have to take a quick break, but still on the way, Pinellas Village is a community committed to helping single parents, families which reduce welfare dependency and establish themselves in the workforce through on-site services. We'll learn more when Studio 10 returns.